Welcome back. Super excited about today's topic, which is all about manifesting, which you're a pro at. I really feel like you are.
Yeah.
So, I feel like a lot of people, it's become like a really hot thing this year.
Hot.
Right?
Like it's hot stuff.
Everyone's talking about manifesting, affirmations, mantras, all the things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's maybe just start real clean. What does manifesting mean to you? I know you've done a whole YouTube video about it. We'll put it in the show notes of people, how you manifested your life. But what does manifesting mean to you?
Manifesting is just creating. And the crazy thing is, you're constantly creating your life, whether you realize it or not. So either you're going to create good experiences or you're going to create bad experiences. And that's just the bottom line. So everybody's using manifesting like it's some magic word, like, oh, manifest. You manifest every day. But is it intentional? That's the key. You have to get your intentions right and then really focus in on what you want to manifest. You don't want to just have random thoughts and things attracting to you that are not going to make you happy, are making you miserable, not in alignment. So it's really understanding your intentions behind your manifestations.
I definitely agree with you on that. I think everything has to be purpose driven, and that's where that intention piece comes in.
Yeah.
Because what you think becomes reality. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
And so you can manifest things you don't want to manifest.
Yes,
that's,
you can.
That's
you can
the
manifest
thing.
a speeding ticket.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and I know that this all plays into like the power of thoughts and law of attraction, but I really do feel that's real. Like if you feel that you're going to get sick, you're probably gonna get sick. You know what I mean? Like you can manifest these negative things into your life, but then like if you want to manifest that I'm gonna make 10K this month, and I think a lot of it is, at least for me, I have to affirm things. I gotta say things repetitive. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To remind myself. I gotta put the sticky notes around my house.
You have to reprogram your subconscious mind, which literally controls and leads your life by 90%. People think they're actual thoughts that pop into their head or is what's controlling their life, but that's not the case. It's the underlying beliefs that have been created from really childhood. I'd say, what are the prime ages for that?
I heard about 2 to. I feel like I'm throwing a number out there. I know 2 is a very big
2 is when
age.
it starts.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like 6 or 4 or something. It's not that long of a period.
Right. And then stuff that's traumatic that happens in your life can make a real deep imprint on your cells. And then you in turn kind of live that out too.
And I think even just the power of how you decide to think, I feel like that's a whole other thing. Because I notice some people, they automatically revert to the negative and the limitations.
Totally.
Oh no, I can't do that. Or no, that's not possible. Or this is the box I'm meant to stay in. And so you're not even allowing yourself to open up to manifest possibilities. You're constantly manifesting limitations.
Completely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think and all of that again goes back to the subconscious piece that that you're taught, allergies. You're taught a certain way to think and navigate in life, and a lot of things, or a lot of your upbringing, or just the messages that are instilled in you. Religion, that's a big one. Oh my goodness.
I just think that we're taught at a young age that we're not powerful. We're not creators. Our power has been taken away, and I feel like school does that, and religion does that. It's always to look outside yourself for the answers. Pray to God, Jesus, Mother Mary, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if you go back to the Bible, and the Bible clearly states, we are God.
Right, and the answers are in you already.
Yes.
And at least for me, getting older is circling back to that truth and trusting myself and that inner child.
Yes.
Who I was before these rules and these roles and expectations were placed upon me, and not faulting my parents or anything like that. I mean, it's generational. It's been around forever.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's about reprogramming and really breaking down all those rules from over time. And it's hard. It really can be hard. And I think if you don't tap into that subconscious piece, you really aren't going to be able to manifest abundance. Everything's always going to still feel off. You're going to feel misaligned.
Yes.
Like you're going to feel lost. You're going to be bored.
Yes.
You're going to feel disconnected.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's this constant battle of
Completely
things
understand.
just ain't right. And then there's people who just settle for that. And then there's others like, there's got to be a way to break through this.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
that's where I'm at right now. Because I have manifested all of the normal stuff people want. The husband, the material items, the money. I have all that. And let me tell you, I'm still searching. And it's like, okay, I thought I dealt with this issue. I thought I dealt with that emotion. And stuff comes up. And I'm like, I didn't deal with that. I thought I did all the work.
Right.
And the universe has a crazy way of showing you, no, you still have more work to do.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm at this point in my life, is I'm going in deeper. I'm going to metaphysical school to really understand
So exciting.
my true power. Because I'm that person who was looking externally. Somebody saved me, somebody helped me, a guru.
Someone define all these things. Your purpose. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, tell me
exactly.
what to do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Get me to enlightenment.
And
Put me in the box.
yes. And the only way to enlightenment is to do the work. There is no psychic out there. There is no healer. There is no one who is going to be able to heal you. It is all you.
It really is.
And that's the part I was like, okay, fine. Now I got to do this for real, for real. So
I think circling it back to manifesting, you know, really using the power of your thoughts and the things that you want to attract into your life. What would you tell someone who was just getting started? You know what I mean? Like, should they have a manifestation practice? Should they meditate? Like, what should they do to really start unlocking this? Because I feel like it's not. So many people just want that instant transformation. Like, just give me all. I want to be open to receive everything.
or they think that I said 1,000 affirmations.
Right.
So why isn't this happening
Yeah.
right now?
And it doesn't work like that.
No.
Like,
Start small. Even though I say don't start small. Okay, here's the thing. You want to learn how to manifest. You want to reprogram what's going on in your mind. That's going to take some inner work. That might mean journaling. That might mean taking walks in nature. That might mean having conversations with people. Ask your friends. Ask your family. What is it about me? People can sometimes tell you stuff about yourself that you don't see. You know, maybe you are a negative person. You have no idea. Well, you know what? Hey, Jen, every time I bring this topic up, you're really negative about something. And then you're like, okay, where did I get that belief system from? Why do I believe that? You have to ask yourself a lot of questions. And then once you kind of zero in on what's blocking me, where the blocks are, then you can start reprogramming them with affirmations, with positive thinking. Be kind to yourself, because this is not an easy road, you guys. I promise you. If you just want to manifest materialistic items, that's probably the most easiest thing to manifest.
right.
It doesn't take much to do that. If you want to get a little bit deeper, be patient with yourself, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. And I hate to say that because I don't want to discourage anyone. Like, I don't want to go through hardships, but I promise you, when you get to the other side of it, it's going to be like, oh.
I think you've mentioned it before in your videos, having a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And I think that's just so true. And that breakdown is multifaceted. You know what I mean? It's breaking down that subconscious, those rules or whatever, but also breaking down those triggers. Breaking down, breaking down those triggers, like what's making me tap into this negative energy. And I know, at least for me, and I've done this recently with my husband, I've recognized, you know, certain things he'll say or perhaps might do, I'm like, it'll trigger me to respond a certain way. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hold up, this really isn't about him. You know what I mean? My response isn't about him. My response is, how I respond is all within me.
Yeah.
So I really need to take a step back and really dig deeper on, why am I responding this way? You know what I mean? Because I can't control him.
Yeah.
I can't control control a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I can't control my actions and what I want to.
That's all you can control.
That's all you can
Is
control.
your actions.
And it's so funny. I tell my clients, something I've been telling my clients recently in my mastermind. So many of them are talking about control. They want to control so much of the destination. And I resonate with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But I have to remind them, it's a reminder for myself, that you can, so many of us want to control the impact, but you can only control the intention, that purpose piece.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing. And so by controlling that intention, it's likely you'll have that impact, but you can't also, you got to submit to the fact you might not.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It'll be received by who it will be received by, and it'll deter the people who it needs to probably deter.
Yep.
You know, but I think, to me at least, it all goes back to that manifesting practice more or less, or having I think for me at least, I don't have a manifesting practice. Like, I'm not like, I'm going to manifest today, I'm going to write these things down, and blah. Like, I don't do that.
But you're just a natural manifester.
That's a whole human design thing. We're both manifestors, by the way, for those who might be into human design.
So the people who aren't, who are looking for that step-by-step,
Yeah.
which is nothing wrong with
No.
it at all. I think you and I we talk a lot.
Yeah.
So we kind of understand. We knew from like our childhood how to manifest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a lot of people just don't.
No, and I think for me, I know I have to put myself in uncomfortable situations to unlock what I really want. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Like, I have to almost check myself. Like,
Yes.
I have to really be like, what is the lesson here?
Yeah.
What is the value?
Yeah.
What is really happening here,
Yeah.
as opposed to, I'm trying to attract all this money. You know, it just, for
Right.
me, it just doesn't work like that. Like,
Yeah.
for me, I just know that all my experiences are meant to be lessons, and by
Yes.
almost confronting those lessons head on, I'm going to be able to manifest the things that I want subconsciously, really, in
Yes.
life.
Yes.
I feel like you have a similar.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think I want to say that there's different levels
Mm.
to this,
Mm,
and I'm probably in the middle level because I've done all the other stuff that's got me to this point, and now I'm trying to reach the point of enlightenment and consciousness, which is a whole nother topic. But to go back to the manifesting, if you're just starting out in manifesting, what you can do to make those little subtle changes. Driving in the car, I don't know about everybody else, but I have road rage. I don't know why, and I'm trying to understand it. Why is this person making me so frustrated? They don't even know me.
Wow.
And I feel like they had disrespected me.
Really?
Because they were
I
trying
didn't
to
know
do
that about you.
I think because I was a sales rep and all I did was drive in the car.
So you're like, let's go get out of my damn way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so starting there for myself, I'm working on it. I have to just be like, why do I feel this way? Why is this person upsetting me? What's the trigger? So you have to start every day questioning your thoughts. So you're going to wake up in the morning. You're going to give gratitude. Thank you for waking me up.
Yes.
That's it. I'm not even going to say even go further. Just keep it right there.
Because life is, every day
Yes.
is an opportunity. You
To
know what I
change.
mean? To change.
It's not
to
the beginning of the
breathe.
year.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Every day
Every
is a
day.
gift.
Every day.
It really is.
So start with the gratitude
Yeah.
in the morning, what you're thankful for. And then when you go get in your shower, get dressed, I want you to literally think about your thoughts. You're going to pay attention to every thought that comes through your mind. It's going to be draining. It's going to be work.
You're going to feel like you're going crazy.
You're going to feel like you're going crazy. But this is what I want people to do for literally a week straight. You're having conversations on the phone, somebody says something to you, what was the thought? And you're going to examine every thought in your mind, and you're going to start writing it down. And you're going to start seeing a pattern. And when you see that pattern, now we can come in with the affirmations that are going to actually change that belief system or that pattern. That's a very doable action item that you can start immediately.
I love that. I really do. And I never heard anyone break it down that way. Again, people are looking, I think, either for instant results or to get started right away. And then some people are just like, well, meditating.
It's a lot. It's hard.
It is.
It's
like,
hard to sit still.
It is. And then journaling is just like, well, what do I write about? I mean, and here's the thing. This is a great way to, even if you want to start journaling, is write about what, you know, the gratitude thing first thing in the morning. Or write about those triggers. You know what I mean? Just take a note of, so-and-so said this to me, and
This is what it
it
did.
triggered it made my stomach turn and made me pissed. And, you know what I mean? It ignited something in me. I got hot. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. Like think about how physically it even made you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I think that that's also your subconscious talking.
Oh, very much.
You know what
so.
I mean? Just
Yeah.
this how your body responds. Can tell you so much. To me, those are like the whispers of the subconscious.
Yeah, you don't want the brick thrown at you. Listen to the whispers because that's where disease is created.
Mhm.
So if you could feel like, oh, that did make me angry and my body is telling me, and you could recognize that, and you could go back and you can actually talk to your body and be like, you know what?
Mhm.
Thank you for alarming me. I know it. I understand what happened here. No need to store yourself in every cell in my body.
Mhm.
Because your thoughts are stored and your experiences are stored in your cells.
Mhm.
Listen, I was never into school. I was never into science, physics, geometry. I was never into any of those things. And now I'm finding myself fascinated by them. Like, what do you mean everything stays in your cells?
Oh no, stress imprints upon your body and your DNA.
Ooh.
And, I mean, they've done studies on it.
It's
There's
crazy.
actually a documentary, I think it's on Netflix, where it calls Stress the Silent Killer, and it watches animals who have been high stress in their natural environments and how it affects their bodies and their longevity.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So even just on, and here they are, it's totally instinctual. You know what I mean?
Right.
But still just having stressors upon their life.
Trying to survive.
Trying to survive, right. It impacts their
Yeah.
quality of life. So here we are with free will, you know what I mean? With the capacity to change our mind, you know, to do, you know, have an opinion, because animals, let's just be honest, they don't. They're just,
They're just there.
yeah, they're just there. But, and that's what makes us such powerful beings, is that we do have the ability to change our minds, and we should exercise that. We should practice that.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so tapping into your inner energy, in a sense, yourself,
Yeah.
really is where you draw that power, so that when you're ready, I love how you said, by tapping into those things that are triggering you, now you can put forth those affirmations to work on those things you want to change.
Yes.
Because if you don't know what that is, you're not going to attract the things you really want.
Well,
You're going to
yeah.
be attracting things. You're going to be like, hold up, I said this, and then something else came your way. Well, that's because honestly you're attracting that.
Well, here,
And that's the
here's an
energy you want to put
example.
out.
Most people believe money is the root of all evil. That's why a
yeah.
lot of them will never be wealthy.
Yeah,
And that is generational.
it is.
And so if
That
you
rich
grew-
people are not
Greedy.
greedy, snobby. They run the world. Money to me is a tool. Money is energy.
Money is freedom.
Yeah, and money is freedom. Yeah, it is.
All money does is provide you with experiences that you normally would not be able to have. Period.
Yeah.
It's just so simple. So if you grew up in a household and you heard all the time money's evil, you grew up in a household that was poor, in a poor neighborhood, and they use money literally for survival, you have that embedded in your subconscious, whether you believe it or not. It's there. It's running in the background. So when you go out and you're trying to manifest more money or a job that pays you more or whatever the case may be, that subconscious is running in the back, okay? And I'm going to throw a little bit of physics into this. Everything's frequency, everything's energy. So if you're running that and that's playing in the back of your mind, but you're in your mind, you're saying, I attract money. I am a magnet for money. That background is not overriding what you're saying or writing a million times a day as an affirmation.
No.
So you have to go in and reprogram that money is evil. You have to reprogram that thought, and then you're going to open yourself up to actually attract money.
I agree. I
So-
definitely agree with you on that.
I think the hard part is people are like, well, how do you reprogram the subconscious? That would be a question that a lot of people would ask. Okay, hypnosis would be one. That's the fastest way to do it. I feel like you go in and you have somebody help you get in there. For people who do not like to meditate, are uncomfortable with it, don't know how to do it, don't have an hour or 45 minutes every day, every night to sit down and get centered, I would do hypnosis.
Right.
That would be the fastest way. And then the other part is literally retraining your brain. Every time a negative thought pops into your mind, you have to have a counter affirmation for it.
And it's got to be intentional, you know, taking it all back full circle. And it's just, I would liken it, going back to even the money piece, you know, someone may want to manifest $10,000, but if you haven't done the work to, say you have issues about, you know, not managing your money or debt or whatever it may be. So if you don't have the affirmations in place where I'm a master of money, or I know how to manage my money, or things like that, you're going to keep making the same mistakes.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Most of them end up
Oh
broke.
my gosh, right. See?
It's because they don't have the proper belief system in the money. Yeah, that's true.
So you're just going to end up repeating the same cycle and being in the same place. You might have all this money, but now that's that whole more money, more problems piece.
Oh, it's definitely not. Yes, honey.
Those different, but I'm saying more problems. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, yeah, because you didn't do the work to attract the things that you really wanted in your life. You know?
Yes.
So
it all boils down to doing the work.
Can someone have too many affirmations, manifestations? You know what I mean? Could they ever be looking for too much, you think?
I don't think so. I think that's
or
what
do you
a
think
vision
they
board
need to
is.
work on it one thing at a time?
If you are a person who's just starting out in this, has no idea how it works, I would start on one thing at a time.
And I think that most people don't start there. I'll be honest with you. They start with the vision board and they throw all the things on it. And it's just like, okay, I put it all out there, come.
Well, I think the vision board is great, and I think you should, on a vision board, put all that dream stuff on there. But you can have a few vision boards, y'all. You don't have to have just one.
Right.
You could do your big dream
picture.
board. Yes, big picture, 10, 15-year goal, what you want to manifest in your life. Then you could have your 5-year, then you could have your 1 year. And then you kind of make them, you know, go down from there. So your 1 year, maybe you focus on 3 things. And then that whole year, that's your focus only. And then you go from there.
I think that slow and steady growth is important. It's more sustainable. It's like having, they say with working out and with nutrition and all that stuff, doing it slow and steady. We all want the instantaneous results.
Man. Especially when it comes to working out. It's like, I worked on my abs for 3 weeks. I should see something.
Like a washboard already.
Something. I'm the worst when it comes to that. I'm like, I don't see any results yet. Oh, man. So, slow and steady. I like that.
I think slow and steady is just important. And then just, you know, appreciating the journey.
Oof.
I really think that's an important piece, because I think it's I almost take it as like an honor and a privilege to be on a path to enlightenment, because so many of us, I'm feeling like I'm going to sound like mainstream or whatever, but they're asleep. You know what I mean? And they're just kind of coasting through life. Programmed based off of someone else's expectations and told where you should be. And it's a gift to be able to be like, hold up, this ain't at all what I want to do. And then, so I think a lot of people reach there, but then there's that other piece is, to me, which is the gift, is, wait, I can change this.
Oof, yes.
That to me is the
you're
gift.
the creator.
Yeah,
you have the power. No matter what your circumstance. That's the crazy thing. It doesn't matter if you're on the verge of being homeless, if you are working a job that you've been at for 15 years and you're comfortable there and you get paid a great salary, but you know your inner self is saying, this is not what I want to do every day. I don't have joy getting up every single day doing this job. You have to listen to that. You have to honor that.
You do.
And know that you can change it.
And you got to be intentional and create that space for that journey. You know what I mean? And I do feel like it's something you can't force. It's going to be uncomfortable, and when it's uncomfortable, it means you're growing. So, I mean,
it's going to be uncomfortable, y'all.
Lord.
I wish I was the girl who could sit here and tell you, oh my God, you guys, you manifest all this. And listen, it hit me. What was it, like 6 months ago? I think after like the few videos.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It hit me, y'all. I was like,
I do. Yeah.
Something's happened. And she's like,
it's a shift.
It was a shift.
It was a shift.
I thought I had it all together, you guys, and I didn't.
No one does.
But I really truly thought I did. I thought I'd made it. Like, I was like, I did it. I did the work. And no, I'm having to revisit some areas that I thought I had totally mastered and I did not, and it's okay.
Yeah.
That's what I know now. It's okay. But at that moment, I was like, I'm trying to teach these women how to live their best life.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling like I'm living my best life. So, but I want to be transparent. I want to be completely honest. I've hit a very hard spot in my life for the last 6 months. I am working through it with the help of MJ and some other wonderful healers around me. And I want to share all of that with you and bring all of that to you guys as I go through that journey.
I think, though, it's important to be transparent about that, because we often have this fallacy that these individuals, you know, wealthy, celebrity, whatever it may be, have it all together and it's so easy. I mean, I'm not where you're at, but I have people reach me in my DMs or send me emails. I want to be like you. I just want to do what you do on social media, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and the imposter syndrome will show up, and I'm like, oh Lord, like how am I going to be teaching people these things when I ain't got it together? But I also just have to remember, I only need to be one step ahead, and I know I'm a step ahead of somebody. And it's not that it's a competition, but that step ahead is enough for someone.
You're going to help them get
you know
to
what
that
I mean?
same step.
Yeah. and then this journey is such a continuum. Like, it does not end.
It doesn't end.
And I think I have to kind of learn to appreciate that. You know, learn to appreciate the journey, bringing it back to that. It's such a gift to be able to just be aware of the opportunity and choices we have, right? Not even on our fingertips, but we can grasp and do whatever the hell we want with it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we literally have the reins to take our life wherever the hell we want to go.
Yep.
And it's such a gift, and it can be scary.
It is.
It really can be scary.
But it's very exciting.
It is.
It's exciting, and to grow. Whew.
Growth is real.
I'm excited for all of you out there
Yeah.
to start your journey, or if you're already on your journey, hopefully we're sharing some tips with you to get you to the next level of your journey.
Yeah, no, I hope so too.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Just always remember, you are a creator. Don't let anyone take your power. You have all the power in the world, period.
No, and I think that means trusting in yourself. You already know the answers. Now it's about unlocking them. Yeah. So trust the process to do that, and trust yourself when you do. So those whispers, they're all there.
Yes.
All right, guys, I hope this was helpful to you. Jennifer, thank you so much.
You guys just remember, you're the creator, all that good stuff. And if you have any questions, if we didn't talk about a topic that you're interested in and you want us to kind of talk about it or go further into it, email us, make a comment, and then maybe we'll do a podcast around it.
Absolutely, yeah. We're both open books.
Totally.
So please send them our way.
It was fun talking to you.
Yes. Make sure you tune in for our next episode. We'll see you guys soon.